Yes, dear students, in this session we are going to talk about strength of acids and bases, mainly based on the ionization constant value, that is Ka. What are strong acids? The expectation is that acids in solution, let me take hydrochloric acid, acids in solution ionize to give, that is in aqueous solution, it ionizes to give hydronium ion, that is hydrogen ion with water becoming hydronium ion and the Cl minus ion. The reverse reaction is also possible, that's what we have discussed earlier also. Cl minus takes a proton to become a Cl and water. It is the reverse reaction. So HCl is considered as acid, sits in furnishes hydrogen ion, that is hydronium ion. And the conjugate acid, it should be a base because it accepts H plus ion to become water. Acid 1, base 1. Likewise, here water accepts proton, therefore it is a base 1 we say, and it is acid. Base 2, acid 2. So an acid is a substance which furnishes hydrogen ion, that's what we have seen earlier, and always the equilibrium exists. Let us consider the acid as HA, that is acid radical, the remaining part. In hydrochloric acid, Cl minus is considered as acid radical. So that part, if it is nitric acid, NO3 part is considered, nitrate ion is considered as acid radical. In sulfuric acid, sulfate part is considered as acid radical, so HA. So generalized equation I am going to write, acid in water may ionize, it may give H plus to water to become hydronium ion and A minus ion. So again as usual, acid since it furnishes hydrogen ion, base since it accepts a proton, and in the reverse reaction, A minus accepts proton, therefore it is a base, it is an acid. And we can say acid 1, base 1, acid 2, base 2. This is what we have seen in Lowry-Bronsted concept. If it ionizes almost fully, more concentration of hydronium ions and acid radicals will be present. So if we find out the equilibrium constant, what is equilibrium constant? At a particular equilibrium. Remember, you should have very good understanding over equilibrium. Equilibrium is a condition at which rate of forward reaction is equal to rate of reverse reaction. RF is equal to RR. That is the equilibrium situation. Alright? At that condition, the concentration of reactants and products will not get changed. That doesn't mean these two should be equal. That point you should be very clear in your mind. Suppose if it is a strong acid, more of HA might have ionized, might have given H plus. More of water might have got H plus to become more hydronium ion and A minus ion. After that, equilibrium might have been established. Therefore, at equilibrium, we may have more concentration of products and less concentration of reactants, but rate will be equal. It is the case for a strong acid. Suppose if it is a weak acid, what would have happened? Weak acid might have ionized only slightly. It might have given less amount of proton to water. Therefore, these two might have formed less, but reverse reaction will be more. So, more of HA and water would have been formed if it happens to be a weak acid. If it is weak acid, the conjugate base will be a stronger one. This point you should understand. If the acid is strong, base will be weak, conjugate base will be weak. More of HCl will become H3O plus and Cl minus. Very less of Cl minus will combine with hydronium ion to become water. If it is strong acid, the conjugate base should be weak. If it is a weak acid, suppose if it is weak, what would happen? The base should be strong. only less quantity of HA may become hydronium and DM minus, more of M minus would. Suppose if I have taken here 1 molar solution, what is the meaning of 1 molar? 1 mole per liter, that is 1 molar. 1 mole per decimeter cube, that is 1 molar. Alright. 1 mole per liter or 1 mole per decimeter cube. Per decimeter cube I can write in both ways. Per liter or per 1 mole per liter. That is liter to the power minus 1. 1 mole per decimeter cube. I can write like this. Here also I might have taken 1 molar solution. 1 mole per liter. Alright. Here if it is a strong acid, out of 1 mole, maybe 0.99999 mole per decimeter cube might have been ionized. So only 0.001 mole will be remaining here. Only only 0.001 Cl minus may react back. Remaining all 0.999 will be in the form of Cl minus. So reverse reaction may not have happened so much. Concentration of Cl minus will be excess, but number of Cl minus ions which get combined will be very feeble, only this much. Whereas here, if I have taken 1 mole of a weak acid, very weak acid let me say, if it is very weak, only 0.001 might have been reacted. So you may get only 0.001 of base. You may be getting, what is the meaning? Remaining 0.999 mole of A minus might have reacted back. That is the meaning. That means it becomes a strong base. In the earlier case, 0.999 mole of HCl reacted. There in the reverse direction, only 0.001 mole of Cl minus reacted back. That's why 0.999 out of 1. Why the remaining 0.001? It is because 0.001 Cl minus reacted back. On the other hand here, 0.001 only ionized. Remaining 0.999 remain in the form of molecule. That means 0.999 mole of A minus get reacted. So, if the acid is strong, conjugate base is weak. If the acid is weak, conjugate base is strong. That you should understand your mind. Now, for this equilibrium, if we calculate equilibrium constant Ka, or else let us find out equilibrium constant K. K is equal to product of the molar concentrations of the reactants, H3O plus into A minus, molar concentration of hydronium ion into molar concentration of A minus ion divided by molar concentration of HA into molar concentration of water. But remember, concentration of water being a solvent, its concentration remain almost constant. We may be having excess of water, and therefore the amount of water which get reacted is considerably, comparatively very feeble. From seawater, if you take water or if you drop some water, it won't make any change. Likewise, the amount of solvent will be in excess, and therefore it is a constant. The variation may not have any influence. Before that, the amount of concentration, after reaction also there won't be much change, and therefore it is considered as a constant. Constant means unity, and therefore it is coupled with this constant, so that the Ka value is given as hydronium ion into A minus divided by HA. Why? Concentration of water is constant. Since concentration of water is equal to a constant, and it is considered as 1. Alright, this is A is for acid, Ka ionization constant of weak acid. This constant is found to be very high for strong acids like hydrochloric acid. It is found to be about 2 into 10 power minus 6 mole per liter. Sorry, not minus 6, 6 for HCl. For HCl, Ka value is found to be this much. Whereas the same thing if you take a weak acid, formic acid or acetic acid, the value is very much less. The Ka value is very much less. Ka value, the ionization constant value is found to be for formic acid 1 in 10 power minus 4. And for acetic acid it is found to be 1 in 10 power minus 5. So for acetic acid Ka is this much. It is a constant. For formic acid it is 10 power minus 1 in 10 power minus 4. So what does it mean? You just compare hydrochloric acid and formic acid or acetic acid. You just compare the two. Here 2 in 10 power plus 6. More of product is present. More of this concentration. The amount that I have given is the one which is reacted back. Out of 1 mole, 0.999 get reacted. Therefore, remaining will be very much less. Remaining will be 0.001. Whereas here, how much would have been formed? 0.999 would have formed. 0.999 would have formed. More of hydronium ion and more of Cl minus would have been formed. The reacted is very, very feeble. Therefore, this quantity become higher. The quantity at the numerator become higher. Therefore, this value is higher for strong acids. If it happens to be a weak acid, only very feeble 0.001 get reacted, get ionized. So only 0.001 will be available. Only 0.001 will be available. So that the numerator value get reduced, and therefore we are getting negative value. So ionization constant of a weak acid is low and ionization constant of a weak base is high. Always the conjugate base of strong acid will be a weak base. Conjugate base of weak acid will be a strong base. Vice versa. When I consider strong base, conjugate acid of strong base, if I consider strong base like say sodium hydroxide, its conjugate base, if you conjugate acid, if you consider the conjugate acid will be weaker. For weak base, conjugate acid will be stronger. That point we should be very clear. So, in this strength of acids and bases, I inserted 2 points. One, strong acids ionize almost fully. Weak acids ionize only slightly. And therefore, ionization constant value is higher for strong acids and lower for weak acids. Likewise, ionization constant of weak base, Kb will be higher for strong base. If it is weak base, Kb will be lower. And the second point to be known, conjugate base of strong acid will be weak. Conjugate base of weak acid will be strong. Conjugate acid of strong base will be weak. Conjugate acid of weak base will be strong. That's all. So these points we should know under strength of acids and bases, and therefore among HCl and Cl minus, it is strong acid, it is a weak base. Based on that, we can derive for anything. For acetic acid, it is a weak acid, therefore conjugate acid CS3CO minus will be a strong base, conjugate base, strong base. Like this we can derive. Thank you.